Well, we're in Canada. We drove over the border last night. Drove up from New Jersey. We left at 4 p.m. and got up here around 9:30 p.m. Drove for 5 hours, 5.5 hours, and we found this campground right over the border. I mean, you can see the border lights from where we are, U.S.-Canadian border, and we camped out in this campground, $20 a night. We're the only people here, and the bathroom is there. No potable water in the bathroom, but we don't care. We have everything we need. But we're going to go out for breakfast this morning. This place is attached to a hotel, and we're going to check out the hotel breakfast there. We're here in Montreal, Quebec province, and looking forward to some good French food on our trip here. Today we're going to head up to Mont-Tremblant, a lake called Lac Jourdain, and trailer was comfortable last night. It was quiet, and I'm going to put up the bed now, put the solar panels back in, and we'll get underway. When I purchased my solar panels, I purchased these very thin ones, and it allows me to put 2 solar panels behind the couch. I'm going to flip the bed futon up now, and that's where I store them when I'm traveling. And there's the futon up with the solar panels behind the couch. Okay, there you go. I can hear some birds over there. Sounds like pine warblers. I'm going to go check them out. Okay, so just over the border is the Hotel St. Bernard, which is attached to the campground. There's a restaurant inside. There we go. We had breakfast there. The exchange rate is $1.32 Canadian to $1 US, so it's a very favorable exchange rate, which makes everything cheaper, and the prices are good. There's the border down there. So we're just over the border. When the wind is blowing the right way, you can smell American air. So I'm going to put down the roof vent on the trailer, and we'll be making our way up to Mont-Tremblant. Everything traveled good. I found a loose screw this morning for a wire. I just tightened it up. Everything is good to go. I'll take out that porthole cover and put down the air vent, and I'm ready to hit the road. I'll check the refrigerator too. So just checking for things that shifted around. The refrigerator's looking good. Homemade waffles, Belgian waffles. Can't wait to have those. I can smell them. Eggs, everything's intact. Okay. Refrigerator is at 33 degrees overnight. Voltage is at 12.4. So we hardly used any electricity last night, and some things shifted around while traveling. We were doing 70 miles an hour most of the way up, and trailer is rock solid. I'll say a few words about towing later. There's the first Inuk of the trip. Getting gas. Gas in Canada is quite expensive. It's $1.04 a liter in comparison to the U.S. It's like $4 a gallon. So glad we have a high mileage car. We're averaging about 17, 18 miles to the gallon. That's a full load of gear, the trailer fully loaded with water and everything, and the bicycles on top, which kills gas mileage. But that's what we got. When you set up your trailer, you want the tongue to be pretty much flat when it mates with the car. You don't want it at an angle. It gives you more control when you're stopping and towing in general. One of the things you have to get used to when you're towing is looking in your rearview mirror and seeing the trailer right behind you. At first it freaked me out. I look in the mirror, I thought somebody was riding my bumper. But you get used to it after a few miles. Well, this is where the pavement stops. We're about to hit dirt roads from here on out. The GPS says off-road. So let's see where this goes. So how are the mosquitoes at Lac Jourdain?
More mosquitoes.
Big, small?
Big. Very big.
Very big size of birds?
Very, very big.
Well, we're here. We drove many miles of dirt road. The trailer is filthy and a lot of mud and crud. You can see the splash zones on the trailer, right? Nothing is hitting the tongue box, but the splash zone over here on the side is where things are hitting it. The car is filthy. And here's where we are. Lac Jourdain. And this is our campsite. Got to pick a spot to put the trailer. And I'm hopeful that I'll spend a lot of time out here just admiring things. And this is our spot. We have the only campsite in the lake. That's why I picked this one. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have a really nice, quiet time. It is whisper quiet here. Wonderful. Wood thrush calling in the woods. Well, we planned this in February. We reserved this spot and we drove 9 hours to get here and stayed at a place last night, and it's everything we expected and more. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful here. I'd be very happy just spending the rest of my life here. But there's a catch. The bugs are so intense that there's no way we can stay here. We don't know how long we're going to be able to last, but they are just vicious, and there's lots of them, and they're continuous, and they're biting mosquitoes, tons of them. We have head nets on, long sleeve shirts, and they're finding their way into everything. I have the best equipment, I have the refrigerator, I have everything. Food was planned months in advance. It's all set to go, but we got a curveball. So I thought I'd use a Noah's tarp rather than the alcove this time. Mixed feelings. I think I would stick with the alcove. It's a little heavier, but you know, Noah's tarp is a lot lighter. But I'll try another configuration, have better luck. Not too pleased with it right now, but how long we're going to be able to stay remains to be seen. It's just too buggy. So it's going to be an indoor dinner tonight. Can cook under the insect netting, which is just like a bed, insect protection. I could hang over a bed, but we can dine inside, but we're kind of hunkered down in there. Thank goodness you can dine inside the Vistabule. So, trailer tracked great. Driving up here, it was just fabulous on the road. Very stable. Off a lot of the several miles of driving to this spot were on dirt roads, very bumpy, rocks, and the trailers held up really good. A few things in the back were shaking around quite a bit, but it held up really good. Right now we're working out plan B. There's always a plan B, right? You gotta have a second plan B. Even the bug room. We put up a bug room. they penetrate that no problem. They seem to come out of the ground. They're everywhere. There's no shelter from the bugs. Here's a few bites there. Got the mountain bikes, got everything ready to go. This is terrible. We are completely equipped to stay here in total luxury other than the bugs. You know, and people say, you know, well, you've got this little trailer. Why didn't you go for something bigger? I may have touched on this before. I feel really cramped and cooped up inside something bigger. I find it to be very tiny inside. This one, you're in it or you're out. And maybe, I guess you could argue that maybe this weekend it would be nice to be in a larger trailer with these conditions. I don't know. I think it would stink. That's not why I came here. I'm an outdoor guy, and I come here to get in the outdoors, and sometimes this is what happens when you get in the outdoors. You have to expect the unexpected. This spot is totally quiet. There are no cars, no traffic, no sounds other than nature. There's no aircraft flying over. It's a perfect spot, but there's a lot of bugs. Okay, tonight, Spanish rice pilaf, chicken with allspice, and Spanish rice pilaf, and asparagus, which is somewhere else right now. Now that we're cooking some food, I'm going to set up the fan. I have plenty of A cells. And I'm going to use this D cell adapter, which holds 3 A cells each, to drive the refrigerator fan. And these I can recharge. Dinner is served. Thank God we can eat in here. We have refuge from the bugs. We arrived at 1:30 in the afternoon, and it's 8 p.m. and we're leaving. This is the most beautiful spot on earth, but the bugs are so intense.
I want you to focus on my leg here.
Yeah.
See how many? Look at the bugs.
Yeah, and let's just get your haberdashery here. We're both wearing head nets and hats, gloves, everything. It's just too intense. We're making a run. We're gonna try and salvage our vacation. Well, we got to leave it all behind due to bugs. Such a nice place. We just needed to spend one night here. Even though it was bug infested, it's still just absolutely gorgeous. I'll be back again. I'll just have to find out what season is good. We stayed here one night. We stayed here one night just to experience the place because it's just gorgeous. We just saw a lake that we were driving by and pulled in. The place is absolutely gorgeous. The bugs are very intense. We had a loon calling two loons calling last night, doing a nice chorus, lightning bugs. It's a fabulous place. I'll be back. Well, we have hit some really gnarly roads. I'm in low gear. Traction control. But you definitely want to take it easy. We're only doing about 5 miles an hour. You don't want to bounce everything to pieces, which is possible. It was actually hailing a little bit. That's hail.